What are the challenges to prevent nuclear terror? The best way to prevent nuclear terror is to prevent the building of nuclear bombs. To prevent this, we need to keep the nuclear materials from getting into the wrong hands in the first place. This is the best course of action because most of the material used to make nuclear bombs are obtained from nuclear reactors. If the materials are more closely guarded and the materials produced are more efficiently tracked, then the materials cannot get into terrorist control. Another way materials are found are from decommissioned nuclear bombs. If these bombs were destroyed instead of decommissioned, they could not be sold nor salvaged. The actual building of the bomb is easy because there are instructions to do so and has been widely published, so the hardest part is obtaining the materials. If the explosive is created, the next best thing to do is to detect where the device is and who is in control of it. The creation of devices that can detect nuclear threats is an ever-increasing research subject. Some countries, including the United States, are helping fund the creation of such devices. The way the devices are currently being created are by the principle of detecting gamma rays, but these devices are not always accurate because they detect all radiation, including the radiation used in hospitals. Another principle is by using neutron detection devices. These devices are extremely expensive compared to gamma ray detection, but they are far more accurate. If an explosive device is detected, the next thing would be to disarm it to make sure it cannot cause harm to anyone. With nuclear missiles, the only ways to disarm them is before launching and during the boosting phase of the rocket. To disarm the missile during the boosting phase, the missile must be destroyed. This is impractical because there are only a few minutes to successfully do this. The current methods to disarm a missile are expensive and time-consuming, although new methods are in development to make the process more efficient. In the event a nuclear terror attack happens, there needs to be an operation to protect those not immediately impacted by the attack, as well as there needing to be a system for cleanup of the radiation. Since the Chernobyl incident, there are a more clearly defined procedure for an emergency response. The key for keeping as many people safe as possible is communication. With the advancements in communication, it will become easier to get instructions and warnings out in the event of a disaster. The cleanup process need to be standardized because they are often led by people who are often untrained, causing a large number of people to be affected by the radiation. After the cleanup processes have begun, the next step is determining who launched the attack and how we are going to respond to it. For large-scale incidents, it will be fairly easy to determine with the use of satellites that are owned by every country. The mutual surveillance systems between countries such as the United States and Russia, who make an effort to stop all unauthorized access to nuclear materials, would also make tracking the source of the attack easier.